everyone, it's Stephanie.
It's Emily.
And today we're going to do another content video on, so we decided to come up with a new idea actually for this video where we're going to do like a horoscope video. We're going to pick one book from her and one book from me based on the horoscope that we're currently in. And for this month it's going to be Aries.
Yeah, so Aries, we're just going to mention a few common characteristics. They're probably stereotypes, but Aries is the Ram horoscope, and they're very commonly known to be very enthusiastic about things, wildly ambitious, and just a tad little bit stubborn when it comes to getting to day-to-day things done. They're really well known for being able to really dive into things head first, but that also means that they're a little bit hot-headed. And so when it comes down to book choices, we decided that we were going to really focus on things that, you know, a sort of highly driven and really venture craving Aries would really like. So my selection, interesting for the Aries, you can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below, but would be the Crazy Rich Asian trilogy. It's a trilogy, but the third book hasn't come out yet. But so the first book, it's by KWAN, and he's if you followed the news anywhere, it's actually assumed to be made a movie in the next, it's probably going to come out in the next 2 or 3 years. But what's distinctive about it is that it's an exclusively Asian cast, and it is an exclusively Asian story. It's a little bit about like a chitlick of Pride and Prejudice, plus all the extravagance and sort of debauchery of extreme wealth that comes with Great Gatsby. And the story follows Rachel Chu, who is this economics professor from NYU, and she falls in love with Nicholas Young, not knowing that he is actually the heir to an enormous hidden family in Singapore that is extremely affluent and really desires anonymity. Sorry about my speaking. And they really value anonymity, and so during and it kind of talks about the escapades that she sort of has to endure, Rachel being Asian American, specifically Chinese American, and the sort of angles that she has to endure as being sort of the lesser class among these extraordinarily wealthy Singaporeans, as well as, and they're kind of commentary on Hong Kongese rich folks versus new rich, which is I guess China. And it's a hilarious sort of take on what is kind of going on in Asia. And yeah, I just generally thought it was an entirely new sort of perspective on how usually Asian stories are sort of portrayed in US literature. And the second book itself is called China Rich Girlfriend, and it kind of is a continuation of what happens after Crazy Rich Asians. But I thought it was a great suggestion because it really does have the sort of wealth involved that really is really new and different from what I've ever read before. And it's fun. It's a really fun-seeking book. You kind of go through the sort of craze the same way that if you like Devil Wears Prada, then you will like this book.
So for my pick, I kind of went on the spontaneously adventurous side of Aries. I picked the book called In Real Life by Jessica Love. So basically the story is about a girl called Hannah and a guy called Nick. It's YA, and it's a romance story. So obviously they're gonna fall in love with each other at the end of the book. But basically they met each other via I think Hannah's sister and Nick's brother met a long time ago, and they kind of introduced the two to each other. But the thing is, they never met. They only talked to each other on the phone. They sent each other presents. They've been best BFFs for I don't know, years and years now, and they've never met once. So basically the story is about how she decides to go to Vegas with her friend, kind of to be you know what, he's actually really close by, let's go on a road trip and meet him finally. They try to meet once or twice previous in the past, but something will always happen, they don't meet up. So it's kind of just you know, how she just decided to do this like spontaneously, because she found out that he was playing in a band in Vegas, and she was like, all right, road trip girls, let's go. So I thought this would be like a fun pick, mainly because the plot is really interesting, you know, like the whole idea of like a digital romance, because they like emailed each other, they talked to each other on the phone, like everything was very like, you know, behind this, like not in real life because they never met up, but like they know everything about each other. Every time they have a problem, the first person they you know, contact is each other. So I thought this would be an interesting book for Aries because of this adventurous side of thing. I still found the overall book to be really interesting. I thought the flow was really well. Like I really like the plot. So, like the idea of that like digital romance and versus like in real life, hence the book title, was a unique take on things, because you know, like growing up, people are always like, oh, like, you know, don't talk to strangers, like don't meet up with people that you like talk to online. And even though like technically they knew each other from someone else via their like sister and brother, they never actually met, you know. So it was like an interesting book because I liked it just because I thought it was interesting how she just decided to go to Vegas and, you know, listen to his band and, you know, find out for herself if he was really who he had said he was for the past 10 years, and if something will ever happen between the two of them, because, you know. But yeah, I thought that would be a good pick for Aries. So that's basically it for today. We'll be continuing the horoscope series for the rest of the year, and our next one's going to be Taurus, which you will see in a future video. But that's it for today. We're going to put the links down for if you want to purchase it via hard copy or audiobook. We'll include all those links down below, as well as if you want to see like just Goodreads, see other people's reviews. I'll also include that link, as well as my review for in real life as well. And that's it. So, alright everyone.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.